Good morning, members, and once again, thanks for tuning in. So, just down here, the front of the 14th green, and as you can sort of see behind me, there's quite a bit of sort of standing water hanging around, and that's again to be expected with the couple of months that we've had. So, for everyone's information, we've had 420 millimetres of rain for the month of August. And obviously since Saturday through to today, we've had some beautiful weather, and hopefully it's drying. But just the beginning of August, we had 18 rain days out of the 21, so there's a lot of accumulation of rain, and that was on the back of again quite a lot of rain period through the month of July as well. So the reason we're getting all this sort of standing water in a couple of these really low-lying areas is just there's nowhere for the water to go. So we'll do our best to remove water off the holes that are affected, in particular 13 and 14 where we are here. The couple of waters on 8, 9 and 11 is manageable at the moment, and we're still able to get sort of golf around there. But yeah, the ones out here on 13 and 14, we'll try and get them back in play as soon as we can. The reason we made this one a par 3 here on 14 was, again, we just didn't want to, people hitting directly into the water from a fair way back, and also there's quite a lot of sort of water around this green, so it just slowed down play. As we keep removing water out of these pockets, we'll slowly get ahead of it, and I'm sure in time we'll have it all back in play, and we'll be playing the course normal. So, with the rainfall, we're well and truly over our average annual rainfall. I think we're sitting at just over 1,500. Our annual rainfall is normally 1,300, that's millimetres, so yeah, a little bit higher. We've still got about 200 mils to go before we get to the sort of wettest year in the last sort of 10 years. So, but we've got 4 months to go. On the other positive side of it now, we coming out of winter quite nice, and we're starting to see some growth happening in our warm season grasses. The greens are performing well. We're not getting excessive growth or anything like that in them yet. But what we're starting to see is the firmness start to come back into them. So, which is great. We've finally got some products that are found that work really well in this situation, and we're moving a lot of water sort of through those greens, and starting to get the characteristics that we want, a bit more firm and a bit of speed in them. So, the long-term forecast, or the next 8-day forecast, is really good. The sun will stay out hopefully, and a little bit of wind here and there, but some warmer days. So as we head into spring, we start to do a few sort of renovations around the place. So we'll do a full rake of our warm season grasses, in particular the fairways and surrounds, and there'll be a sort of small scarify in there. Again, that just sort of pulls out a bit of the puffiness that we've had sort of over the winter months. Hopefully it'll pull a little bit of the winter grass out as well. And also it starts to stimulate a little bit more, or starts to stimulate the growth in the Santa Ana. So that'll happen starting sort of the next course closure, and hopefully we can get through that in a relatively quick time with minimal disruption to the playing surface there. So again, we're going to have the preferred lies on for, I'm sure, the month of September, and by that time hopefully we start to see some recovery in the divots, and we can go back to playing the ball in its tradition and play the ball as it lies. So, but at the moment, we're still on preferred lies. So the team, obviously all those rain days hasn't affected our sort of work on the course. We've still been able to get out there and do a number of tasks. We've gone through the vegetation area, in particular down the 18th hole, and that's all been, removed the stuff that the unwanted stuff, and now we're just coming back through and doing the weed removal. So we're nearly finished the spraying on that. And then we'll get out to sort of part of this course out here on 13 and 14 and remove a few more of the unwanted sort of trees and grasses and weeds, and start to manage that now. So you know, we've got, again, obviously that course closure coming up, which will do the scarifying. We'll probably just do a small tine to the greens, and we'll start our dusting programs again pretty shortly. And again, that'll just help continue the smoothness of the surface, and it'll again improve our firmness in that. As we come into these warmer months, there's a bit more spraying to be done. Obviously disease pressure starts to come on, a little bit of weed germination, so we apply all those preventative herbicides to try and to reduce the amount of weed control that comes up. So yeah, that's sort of really everything for me. I'll share a few pictures up as well, just to see what the course was like following that heavy rain, especially the Monday morning. Yeah, we'll continue to work on removing all the water off this property, get the course back to normal. The great thing is we've still got 18 holes open, and we're still able to get around the golf course and really enjoy it. So thanks for tuning in, and talk again soon. Thanks.